Hi, everybody. I probably don't look the prettiest, but I wanted to give everybody an update. Still in the hospital, as you can see from the equipment behind me. I'm feeling a little better. They had to check my blood levels and make sure that they were hunky dory. And as long as they're stable and I don't feel like I'm going to pass out, which I did yesterday, and if you're a woman, you totally understand and so forth. But as long as those are okay, they started me on medication to help the issue. And as long as they're hunky dory and everything's fine, then I can go home, take it easy, which has been instructed by my doctor. Hi, Rio. And just rest. And then I will see her in a couple days, and they're going to just see how I'm doing and make sure I'm doing everything. They want to just check some things and so forth, but and then they'll go from there, and we'll see. I want to go home. I want to have a shower. I want to be in my own bed. This bed is not comfortable, not one bit. Um, this is not how I had intended to spend Easter at all. But Josh has been by my side the entire time. Um, the nurse just came in here to do blood. They tried 3 different times. They finally got it on the third time. I have veins that once they see the lab tech coming, they go and hide and run the other direction. So Josh says I look better. I don't look as flush as I did yesterday. I'm just really, really tired. Um, and just want to be home in my own bed and so forth. So we will probably skip Topic Wednesday this week, and just we'll postpone it till next week, which is fine. Hi, James. How are you? And if I come live, it may be from wherever I'm sitting from for the next week a little bit. Yeah, that doesn't help. They've tried every machine known to man to find my veins, and they literally they're just. She even said it came in here. She said they're just deep. You have deep veins, and then of course you have fibromyalgia. So they start pressing on anything like that, and you know they tried the fancy machines, and they don't work. I just have I have those veins that don't like me. So I want to be home though. Mocha's depressed. She misses us. It's raining outside, so hopefully I guess. So be praying that I get to go home today. I'm hoping. I don't think I need to stay another night, but if my blood levels aren't where, if they've dropped or so forth, they may need to give me some. And so if they've stabilized or risen, then they won't need to. They were debating yesterday if they were going to have to give me a little bit of a blood transfusion, but so far they haven't needed to do that, and hopefully they don't have to. I don't think they will, but the doctor said I'm not sending you home without the results of that. And then if you feel like you're going to, get lightheaded or anything like that, then she said you'll have to stay. But I'm not there. I'm just like really tired. I'm really tired. I just want to go home and go to sleep. And it's like, yeah, did you sleep? And I'm like, yeah, every 2 hours knocking on the door. Hello, we're coming in for this. Hello, we're coming in for this. And this bed is hard as rocks. Absolutely hard. That's okay, James. I understand. But I figured I'd come on. I know I don't look the prettiest. But anyway, I come on and tell everybody where we're at, you know. And I will put on the community tab if they send me home. Hi, Raw. How are you? If they send me home. Hi, Sophia. I'm just really tired. Um, it's been a long little bit, and I'm just tired. And I'm exhausted. It's not how I wanted to spend Easter, but I knew that Sunday I was like, okay, enough's enough, and I need to go have myself checked and so forth. And I know I'm in the what? Well. Anyway, we were in the bedroom, and I was standing, and I just turned a little bit, not really major or anything, and I almost like if Josh hadn't been there, I probably would have planted my face right on the floor. And he's like, you know what? Either you're going to the hospital now or you're going to the hospital by ambulance. Choose which one you want to do. Yeah, they do. Because it is the female end of things, I'm being discreet, and I know people will understand and so forth. It wasn't vertigo. No. I mean, when I got to the hospital, the last blood drawn I had, or the last blood test I had, was like at 11. And when I got here, and I don't know when the blood test was done, it was probably done last year. And when I got here, it was like at 8. So I had lost some. And they were like, it's not dangerously low, but it's not at a point where we're, happy. And so they were actually walking me to the restroom and so forth, because I was just very, very lightheaded very easily. So a lot of things, and I was thinking of doing it like a woman's only live, and of course men can join, but I was thinking about doing that because I did read that with grief, which is when we lost Patty last month, can affect all your hormone levels, which I didn't even realize that. I thought, well, and even the doctor said that can mess things up a lot. So it was just enough to warrant me coming and having myself looked at and so forth. Yeah, they are tricky. They're also a pain in the neck. Yeah, it is important to talk about it. It's just how I navigate that, but it's part of life and it's part of everything, and, get through it. And, it's just, it was time to go. He was just like, when I started stumbling around, he was like, no, we're done. And I was trying to get ready for church. She was
stumbling like she was drunk, and
I was just like, okay. He's like, you're done. So, as long there's nothing here that they can do for me outside of observing me. That's it. I'm not hooked up to an IV or anything like that. They tried putting those things on my legs, that they go the squeeze things. And a patient with fibromyalgia, no, it actually really hurts. I was just like, after about an hour of those things, I said, you all have to, I will go outside the hall and somebody can walk with me, but I can't tolerate those things on my legs. I know what they do. I said, I will walk in this room. I will do whatever you ask me to do, but I cannot take those. Because they were pressing on my legs like this. I remember when I had surgery, they had them on my legs, but I don't remember them going off every 5 seconds. These were going like off every 5 seconds. The one would get done.
These were a lot stronger.
The one would get done, and I'm like, okay, I got a break. And then it would switch over to the next one. I'm like, I can't take these. You just got to take them off. And she said, you can refuse them. I said, well, then I'm going to refuse them. I was like, nope, these things are coming off. So there's nothing they can do other than just observing me. Yeah, I'm not that. And I've done iron supplements in the past, and I don't handle them well at all. But there's nothing they can do besides just observing me here. And the doctor's like, as long as your blood levels are where I'm not worried that you're dipping down, Ashatikwa, then you can go home. As long as you don't feel like you're going to pass out either. Because if you feel like you're going to pass out, you have to stay here. And I'm like, I don't feel like that. I'm tired. But she said, you've got to go home and take it easy. And they'll see me in her office in the next couple of days. Yeah, they haven't needed to do that. They didn't, they were talking about that at one point because I couldn't handle the pills. Then they retook my blood and they said my iron was pretty good. So they're not even worried about my iron right now. They just want to get things under control. I would really appreciate it if they did. And it's starting to. It's just going to take some time. And I have to go home and take it easy and rest and do all those things. And I'm ready to get back to some semblance of life. And it is an important thing to talk about. It's just hard sometimes to talk about all that stuff. All right, Raw. Have a good day. Yep, I absolutely agree. They're annoying. They're important to talk about. It's sometimes hard to talk about, and the way you want to word things, and, you know, still keep some semblance of privacy to some degree. Hi, Big Jack. How are you? Um, and that's what I'm trying to navigate. But we'll get back in the swing of things. I just want to get out of here. This bed is so hard. Josh slept in the recliner because when I was downstairs hi Alice, how are you? When I was downstairs, I'm like, if you guys could get us a private room so that he can stay, because that really helps my anxiety. Because I knew they were going to put me on a new medication, and my brain pays this really.
Yes.
It gets me anxious when I take new medication I've never taken before.
Yes.
So I'm like, if he's here, I'll be fine. And so they had him stay and get in his recliner, so he stayed all night. I gave us a private room and said, need private room due to patient's anxiety. So if it's anybody that is dealing with anxiety and they need somebody, ask for it.
Okay.
Let them know at the hospital, listen,
that's right, I forgot.
I have, I have some anxiety. I'd like to have somebody with me, and ask for a private room
All right.
if your insurance will cover it. Thankfully, they did. But it's something to ask for. I didn't even think about it. I just said to them, and even they put it in my notes and said, yeah, there's stuff that they can do within nutrition and all that stuff, and I do. I don't eat a lot of junk stuff. I don't. I eat my red meat and all that kind of stuff. And we had filet mignons for Easter that I had picked up at a really good deal at the store a while back ago. I didn't get to enjoy those. Maybe again. Later on this week we'll have Easter dinner. Oh, because the food here has been less than desirable. But there's things you can have. I was surprised to find out that Cheerios actually has iron in it. The only thing about it is that you have to have the Cheerios plain, because once you put milk in it, it kind of cancels the iron out. So you have to get rid of the milk. You have to eat them plain. And spinach and all that kind of stuff, which I do. If I can add spinach, like if I make meatloaf, I'll add spinach to it. Yep, red beets. Yeah, it's mental. If I know I'm going to take a new medication because I've had previous reactions to medications before, if I've never had it, I get anxious about it. So he was there with me, and he stayed, and he said he wouldn't have been. Hi, Erica. He said he wouldn't have been happy to. He said he wouldn't have slept at home anyway. He said, I'd want to be with you. So, and the same thing goes if he was in the hospital, I'd want to be with him too. But we're both ready to go home. It's a rainy, dreary day. It's a perfect day for crochet in my own bed.
It's a perfect day to go hide.
Yeah.
on my recliner and snooze.
Yeah.
Have a snore contest with the dog.
And Mocha doesn't know what to do. We have this thing that we put around her ears because she has big, she has the staffy ears, and sometimes water will get in there, and then she'll have, she'll shake her head a bunch.
Imagine a pit bull with German Shepherd ears.
But so she will put this thing around her ears so that it keeps the water out and the rain out, and she knows when it's raining when this thing goes on her head. She's not too happy about it. She's like, no, you're going to take me. It means it's raining. Hi, Crafty. How are you? So apparently she's very lonely. She's looking for us because her routine is to get up in the morning. She goes, sees Josh. Then when I get up, she wants to have, she'll sit down. She wants to be petted. Hi, Aquarius. And so she wants all that. So she's looking for us. And we're not there. So she's very sad. And I'm sad I'm not home too because my bed is a heck of a lot more comfortable than this bed. But
what are you talking about? Our floor is more comfortable than that bed.
Probably is at this point. But Josh,
my office stool is more comfortable than this chair.
Josh says that I look like I have a little bit more color to my face, and so we'll see what happens. If they come back and my blood levels are where it is, I'm just gonna say to them, I don't feel like I was last night, where I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I want to be home. I want to go have a shower. This room does not have a shower, so even if I could, I couldn't go take one.
They have a broom closet.
I haven't lost my sense of humor, no. I have to laugh at something at this point. I mean, good night.
They have a broom closet sized closet. They
Yeah.
have a door that swings between the bathroom and the
Yeah.
room door.
It's
one door that swings between both.
Yeah, it acts as the bathroom door for the door for the outside, and then the bathroom door. Hi Dee, how are you? So I just figured I'd hop on real quick, kind of give everybody an update, let them know I'm okay. I'm still here. I'm surviving. Taking one day at a time. That's all I can do right now. And I will be fine. My daughter's like, you can't go anyplace. I said, I'm not going anyplace. I'm too feisty for that yet. So, anyway. But I had this adorable craft, that I was going to put up for Easter that I couldn't do last night because I have to edit and put it together. And I have to voice over the first part of it. And I'm like, you're not going to hear it from the hospital, so... Guess what? It's not going to happen. It'll be a late Easter / Mother's Day rollout. Yeah, I am. I just am really tired. I just am really sleepy, and I'm not getting, I'm like getting like 2 hours here, and then I wake up, and then hi Meta, I'm 2 hours here, and I'm not sleeping like having a really solid sleep.
What would a solid sleep be considered in the hospital?
It's not. You're not going to. And where they have the IV is sensitive, so it's like no place is comfortable. I'm trying. I'm slowly getting better. Hopefully I get to go home today, and then we'll see in the next couple of days what. Yeah. Yeah, can I send out my body and get a new one in return? That would be awful nice.
My whole body hurts.
My body does too. But we'll get back to regular scheduled programming shortly.
Today I need to be stretched, or as they used to do as
yeah,
a
I will.
punishment. I need to be
I will be
drawn.
fine. I'm a tough cookie. If I can raise my daughter with autism, I'm a tough cookie. I'm far from it, but I figured out there will be people that are worried about me, and so I wanted to come on and let them know, that I was okay, what the status is. So be praying that, you know, the blood test comes back and the levels are good and I can go home. Because I really would like to go home. There's nothing they can do for me here but just keep me observing me, and I don't feel like I'm gonna I don't feel like I'm gonna pass out. Yeah, even tough cookies need rest. Well, that's what I'm gonna do because I know him. If I start doing too much, he'll pull me back and say, no, your body's got to recover." He won't. He won't
You
let
do
me.
too much on and kick my. Mm-hmm.
He won't let me. If I and I'll push further than I need to without realizing I can't do that yet.
No, you're not allowed.
So, anyway. But the first
I
thing
can afford to eat a couple of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for the next couple of days.
the first thing I want to do is go home and have a shower and get in comfy clothes.
Oh wait, we got egg pie.
This is not the most decorative of clothing, nor the softest of clothing, I may add. But
I'm in soft clothing, but it stinks.
well, both of us, we don't stink. We're just both of us just.
No, my soft clothing stinks. It smells sweaty.
Yeah, we just both want to have a shower. You know, when you get out of the hospital.
It's not cold, but it's not hot. It's not
Yeah.
even comfortable. It's
Yeah.
that weird.
In between.
It's not even. It's in between hot, cold, and
Yeah.
warm.
Yeah. I do. I believe me. We take care of each other. When he's not up, we take care of each other. And I have my mom. Hi Ash, how are you? We take care of each other and we help each other, and that's what we'll continue to do. Lunch should be here in another 10 minutes, and hopefully they won't see me around for dinner. I'm hoping. I did order pot roast for lunch, so we'll see how that is. And I figured the meat would do me good. And they've been giving us a little extra so that he has something to eat. So hopefully after lunch, I can just see where the blood levels are and say, okay, can I go home, please? Please, 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 please. With a cherry on top. Maybe if I offer that. Right?
What?
Maybe if I offer a sundae with a cherry on top, they'll let me go home. Oh, we have some really good apple pie. That sounds so good right now. I don't know why, but apple pie, boy, does that sound really good.
Apple pie a la mode.
That sounds really good.
Egg pie.
Yeah. Stuff left over from Easter. So I'm glad we had Easter.
I wish I could have my Lindt bunny, but that got melted in my pocket.
I'm glad we had Easter with the kids on, what day was it? On Saturday for all this. Yeah, but this apple pie is so good.
This apple pie is made by the Apple Orchard. We get our apple cider donuts.
Every once in a while we'll get this really, because my mom really loves apple pie. God. And you can tell the way they cut the apples that they're all fresh and everything. It's absolutely delicious. And for some reason that sounds really good right now.
It looks beige.
That's a good, yeah.
Take out
the apple pie or the pot roast.
Candy.
When they were asking me what I wanted, I said, I'll take the pot roast. Josh will have another chicken sandwich.
It's white, but they said it's grilled.
Oh, it's hospital food.
How do you get white chicken that's been grilled?
I have no idea. And I want to go home and have a cup of real coffee. And so be thinking about me and just hoping that I get to go home, because I'd like to go home.
That you know what? That's why my body's hurting so bad.
He didn't have your morning shake. He'll need to have his coffee shake.
Exactly.
I put the peanut butter protein in his coffee shake in the morning, and I put collagen in there, and there's protein, extra protein in it, and so he didn't get it. He didn't have that this morning. So, yep. So lunch should be here in about 10 minutes. And like I said, I don't think I'm going to come back and do another live, because when I go home, I'm going to crash. But I will put something on the community tab if I have gotten to be released, and then I'm coming home, and then I will come on tomorrow and let you know how I'm doing. We're only about 20 away from 1,600 subscribers, so if people can share us out, it'd be appreciated. We're so close. That's our next goal. But thank you all for your support. It means a tremendous amount. I love all you. Remember to be proud of being yourself. Everyone else is taken. And we got you covered. You certainly have had us covered. And keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook required. Remember that. Hi, Rebecca. Just giving everybody a little update from the hospital. They're just checking if my blood levels are good. I don't have diabetes, but if those levels are where they want them and everything, then they'll send me home, and I will be a very happy, happy camper. As long as I don't feel like I was going to pass out like I was yesterday, they've started me on a new medicine. They'll let me go home, and I will be very happy to go home to my own bed, my own house, as my grandmother would have said. She was Scottish, so she would say, my own house. So, because boy, do they need some padding in these beds, my lord. Extra padding. But it is the hospital, so anyway, but it's raining outside. And they've had some kind of, I don't know whether it's air conditioning, something or other out there. So every once in a while that's been going off, and I'm like, it sounds like our washer doing the spin cycle. So it made me feel like I was a little bit like I was close to home, right? So anyway, check and just make sure you're subscribed. And I will, again, post something on the community tab. And I will let you all know what's going on. And I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, in my own house. I love all of you, and so does Mama and Josh. And we're just so thankful for everybody and all their support to this channel. Remember, I just get the connection. Mama gets all the revenue, and that makes my heart very happy because it helps her out tremendously. So thank you all for all you do. It is so appreciated. And he can type, but it's usually hut and pick kind of typing. But anyway, I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to have my lunch, and maybe I just keep falling back to sleep again. I'm awake for a little bit, and then I go back to sleep really quickly. So I'm going to get some rest till the lunch comes, and take it easy. I know if I don't, I'll have several people coming after me. Don't worry, I will, I promise. Love you all. Have a great day, and keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook required. Love you all. Bye-bye, everybody.